Becky, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how I put on some Biologique Recherche nourishing and moisturizing masks, and I'll be applying the VIP02 mask and the Visiolastine Plus mask. Alright, so let's get into it. First I'm going to apply the VIP02 mask, and this is really great for brightening. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it underneath my eyes first. Just want to show you. It's a white mask. In my other masking video, I combined this with the Masque Vivant, which is probably the most popular mask in the line. That's the brown, like yeasty, chocolate looking mask. And that is for like anti-aging, clarifying, purifying, kind of does a whole lot of things. So I'm just going to apply this VIP02 really thick around my eyes. And this is really supposed to help with dark circles, pigmentation. I think it really has been helping this area out a lot for me. It's also just a really great mask just to apply everywhere. I have mixed it with the Masque Vivant just to kind of calm down that mask a little bit. It's a good balancer. But I'm just kind of layering this on. Be careful not to get it in your eyes. And I'm also going to apply another mask. This is the Masque Visiolastine Plus. And it's not completely different, but it is a moisturizing mask, and I find it really soothing and calming, which I'm needing a lot of these days, and it's really just nice and soft. It does have some clay in it. I just apply this all over. And what's great about these masks is you can apply as much of a thick layer as you would like. You can just keep piling it on. And really, you only really need to leave this on for like 15 to 20 minutes. But, you know, 30 minutes won't hurt you either. You'll probably notice most of it has sunk in by then, but you just go ahead and leave it on and rinse it off when you're done. It's not the kind of mask that just kind of absorbs and you can rub in the rest. You definitely have to rinse these masks off. And you can actually take both of these masks all the way down into the neck and chest. If you have any, sunspots, age spots on your chest like I do, this is really gonna help. You cannot neglect this area, people. Do not forget about your neck and chest. I don't know about you, but I have tech neck. I have a line because I'm always looking down at my phone. So I'm a lot more conscious of what my neck looks like because it's aging very fast with how much I'm bending my neck in one direction. So I'm just being really generous. You can put as much as you want. But as you can see, it's already like drying down, soaking in. So I want to get into each mask and tell you a little bit more. So let's start with the VIP02. VIP02 enhances cell regeneration and revitalization of the epidermis. It tones the eye area and reduces dark circles under the eyes. It hydrates the top layers of the epidermis and brightens and unifies the collection. So when I think of this mask and I grab it, I think of brightening first and foremost. It is moisturizing, but it wasn't quite as like nourishing and wet moisture as I thought it would be. So it's recommended for stress, traumatized skin or sensitive skin. So yeah, I don't feel any irritation with either of these masks. I do have pretty sensitive skin. Just to call out some of the ingredients, there's marine elastin, and that is for moisture. There's white clay, which is a purifying lightening agent. They have the oxygenating complex, that's why it's called VIP02. O2 is the oxygen, and that is kind of like a Biologique Recherche kind of proprietary ingredient. Not sure exactly what it is, but it's in all the entire like VIP02 line in this brand, and there's quite a few VIP02 products. There's creams, there's for your face, eye creams, and cleansers, all kinds of stuff. It also has essential fatty acids and cucumber extract for its soothing properties. I'm not like a chemist, so I can't really tell you what exactly everything is in the ingredients, but I can tell you the first three ingredients are water, kaolin, macadamia seed oil, and then glycerin. And funny enough, the first three ingredients of Visiolastine Plus are exactly the same. Actually, the first four are exactly the same. So as far as like texture and first impressions, there's not a whole lot of like physical difference that you can really tell. But when you get farther into the ingredients, some of them are the same, but some are different, and they're in different orders. So that means they're different concentrations. So it just really depends what you're looking for. But it has a couple different oils in it. Cotton oil, dandelion extract, citric acid. Again, I'm not a chemist, so I can't really speak to like what exactly all of this is, unfortunately. But that is the Masque VIP02. Oh, another thing about this mask is so the oxygenating proprietary blend that I was talking about, that is the anti-pollution treatment. It's supposed to restore radiance to stress, kind of asphyxiated skin. That's where you get the oxygen part of the formula. It's supposed to stimulate regeneration, revitalize the skin, can be left in the refrigerator prior to use and apply a thick layer. Okay, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna keep this in the fridge. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm glad I read more about this mask, so that's really good to know. So Masque Visolastine Plus. This is a complete natural solution that offers immediate and lasting hydration to skin. It boosts hydration in the upper layers of the epidermis and strengthens the skin's barrier to protect against dehydration. Its long-lasting moisturizing action provides soft, comfortable skin for the entire day. So this is supposed to reduce transepidermal water loss, which is really good for those that are dehydrated and just kind of like your skin's a bit broken down and you're really stressed. This is good for water loss. It protects the skin barrier from dehydration, restores the hydrolipidic film, provides a sensation of comfort and softness. I agree with that. And it leaves the skin supple and fresh and the complexion radiant. This is recommended for dehydrated and highly dehydrated skin. It contains hydrating polysaccharides, moisturizing sugar complex, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, macadamia nut oil, and cotton oil. As I said, very similar ingredients to the VIP02. This also has sunflower seed oil in it. And that's pretty much all I can call out just from a quick glance. Citric acid. But those are at the bottom of the list. If you guys are really curious about exactly what the ingredients are, I can put them in the comments below. Yeah, these are really great. I was kind of like, so when I read like, okay, these are both for hydration, nourishing, this one's a little bit for brightening. I mostly got this because it was supposed to pair really well with Vivant, and you can mix them and kind of dilute this one with this one, and so I think this is like a super great pairing with the Masque Vivant. But I've also been pairing it with the Visiolastine Plus, just kind of an eye treatment. But they certainly could be mixed together and put all over the face. I've definitely done that before and have had really good results. But I'll say, like, my impressions of these masks, they're supposed to be like hydrating masks. They're the white mask. They're not the kind of mask that really dries down to like a shiny film, like the Vivant does. It just kind of dries down hard, not super hard where you get cracks, but just it kind of leaves like a firm shiny film when it dries. This, you can see, like, I think it because it has clay in it, you do kind of, it does dry down. It doesn't stay like super tacky, even though I put like a pretty thick layer even under and around my eyes. It does dry down. It dries down kind of like to a thick white sunscreen type of finish. But yeah, I just thought it would be a bit more like wet hydrating feeling instead of like this dry kind of clay hydration. Like, it doesn't feel like a typical clay mask, which is like meant to like clarify and bring out the oil and kind of dry out your skin. This is kind of like a moisturizing mask with that same kind of texture, but you don't feel dry. That's kind of the vibe I get from it when I put it on my face. When I think of like a nourishing mask, I'm thinking of something like their yeasty moisturizing creams that are just, they have a lot of oil in it, and it's not like that at all. And I'm thinking, like, once I run out of these, I may look for a mask that's more like super rich when I kind of want that and need that. Or not maybe super rich, but kind of rich. That's kind of something I was more thinking that these would be, and they're not quite like that, which I was a little surprised by. But I do think this kind of, it still works. It's still brightening. I still feel a really nice result after applying it. But yeah, that's kind of like my impressions of these masks. What's great about this brand is they take their masks really seriously. This isn't like an afterthought product. None of the masks are. These are like meant to be used regularly in your routine throughout the week. This isn't like, oh, you know, I want to relax on the couch and put a mask on, like a sheet mask. This is like serious skincare in these formulations, and you're gonna pay the price for these masks. Like, these are not cheap. These are serious formulations. Some are more pricey than others. Do I think they're all worth it? I definitely think Vivant is worth it because it is so different and unique, and it does a lot of different things. But I know that not everyone can probably tolerate it. even though I have sensitive skin, like I'm not using it every night. I'm using it twice a week max. So I find like for my oily skin, like its purifying, clarifying properties are really good, and I like that. But I imagine it could be irritating for some people. But this is like less than $80. I know that sounds really high, but this is one of their cheaper masks, believe it or not. So it goes out of stock a lot, so keep a lookout for it. But I think this is probably the most worth it. That being said, the good thing about a mask, if you have like, and you're not just like applying a thick amount of moisturizer when you need it, having a mask, like, you're gonna use more of it because, oh, this is my special occasion product, let me put a thick layer. Whereas if you just use like a thick layer of moisturizer, you probably don't want to be like, well, I don't want to waste all my moisturizer tonight because I want extra nourishment. So in that sense, like, you're not going to use this up super quickly, any of these really, because you're not using them every day. They're special treats. But you know, you get what I mean. There's so many masks out there these days, sleeping masks, that are relatively cheap. If you guys know of a good dupe for any of these, if you are big BR fans and you know what these textures are like, and if you find anything out there that really compares, let me know. I don't know that I can afford to keep all of these masks up, to be honest, because they are pricey. But anyways, I'm gonna chill out for a bit, and then I'm gonna wash my face and come back and I'll show you kind of the result. Alright, so I just washed the mask off, nothing on my skin, and I definitely feel like more refreshed and calmer. If nothing else, I think these masks are just really soothing and calming, and they offer a nice brightening effect, which is, I mean, who couldn't ask for more, right? But yeah, I think if you are looking for something super moisturizing, you'll probably want to try something different. One I can think of off the top of my head is the Masque Vivant. Check out any BR website, see what they have available, think about your skin type, and that will probably be the best for you, is based on your skin type and kind of your own specific needs. If you have sensitivities, if you have certain goals in mind. I certainly enjoy these masks quite a bit, and I will use them to the last drop. If you were to do a typical BR routine, after the mask you would actually continue on with your routine, especially because you're rinsing them off. You would follow up with any serums, you know, creams, any moisturizers. They have a whole lot of different products. They have specific serums, finishing serums, that would be a last step, moisturizers, different kinds of creams. I'm going to be putting on something I've been using in a couple of my videos now, and this is supposed to help with redness. It's an emulsion gel. It's really lightweight. It soaks in really quickly, and I just kind of, sometimes I just put it everywhere, but really my redness is on my cheeks, my nose, my chin, where I have a lot of pores. And I really like the texture of this. It just soaks in almost instantly. Just a really lightweight gel. And then I'm gonna follow it up with the moisturizer that I've been using. This is the Creme Dermopurifiante. And it's very yeasty, but it's really nourishing and satisfying in my opinion. And I love that it's formulated for oily skin, but your skin actually feels better after you use it. You don't feel like, oh, I put in that lightweight moisturizer and now I don't feel anything, my skin feels dry. This actually feels nourishing. So I really like it. But yeah, that's it for the masks. I hope you learned something. I hope you are now a little bit more curious about the masks in the BR range. Besides just Masque Vivant, they have a lot of great ones out there. I wish I had all of them to show you, but I don't. But really, I encourage you to take a look at any of the BR websites to see what they have and see what really fits you. If you have any questions about any of the masks I showed you today, I can put the ingredients down below, or if you can just write a comment, I can answer you there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.